Hey Workplace Warriors, welcome to another video. If you're stopping by for the first time, welcome. If you are a return visitor, welcome back. I am on a mission to help you live your very best career life. So I want to make sure that you have everything that you need to have your very own successful job search. So today we're continuing our job search readiness series with interview types. And today's interview type that we're going to talk about is the in-person interview. And the in-person interview is also sometimes called a traditional interview, and it's just what you probably think it is from its name. It's an job interview where you have to go to the work location or some other designated location to meet in person with your interviewer. An in-person interview can be with one interviewer or with multiple interviewers. And it's very, very popular and is the oldest type of job interview, the longest used type of job interview. So you can expect that if you have a traditional interview or an in-person interview, that it is going to be with either the hiring manager, or it is likely going to be maybe with the hiring manager and a couple of stakeholders who the position that you're interested in will have to interact with. So let's talk about the in-person interview. Of course, I just shared with you that it is also known as the traditional interview, and it is the longest used, the type of interview that's been around for the longest, and it's the one that most people are likely most familiar with. It's very straightforward. No tricks or anything to necessarily cause the candidate not to get the job. However, if the candidate does not get the job, that's likely, and they had an in-person interview, is one of two things. Either they didn't get good energy, sense good energy from you, like positive energy. The interviewer or interviewers may get the impression based on your in-person demeanor that you could be a toxic employee or a negative influence on other employees. And also, the in-person interview is the one that most hiring managers and recruiters feel most comfortable with, because it is so straightforward. And the main thing is you have to make sure that if you are the job candidate, that you are well prepared, that you practice answering the most popular interview questions and fine-tuning your answers, and that you are very confident in the way that you present yourself. Not arrogant, but just very confident in the fact that you are very well prepared, and know how much information to give the interviewer when they ask you the questions. So it's a little bit of a balancing act, but like I said, it's the interview type that most hiring managers and recruiters feel most comfortable with, because it is easy to prepare for from an employer's perspective, and it gives you just the right amount of information. If the interviewee answers your questions correctly, it'll give you just enough information to be able to make an informed selection decision. So keep that in mind as we continue to talk about this interview type. And one of the reasons why it is also called the traditional interview is because it was founded long ago. I can't remember the exact date, but it was founded long ago. And when people realized that this type of meeting with a job applicant could be successful, oh my goodness, things took off for this particular type of interview. So, as a candidate, you need to know the job description for your position of interest. You need to know that job description forward and backwards, up and down. And the way that you get to do that is you study the job description. You pick out the most relevant duty statements or representation of the work that this position may have to do or will have to do. And if you can articulate how your experience has prepared you for such a position, it's a high chance that you will get selected for the job. Or if you don't get selected for the job, I'll bet that they'll keep you in mind for future opportunities. So you shouldn't be surprised if you get invited for another interview later down the road. But anyway, just wanted to make sure that you all were familiar with your with this interview type, which is the in-person or traditional interview type. Make sure that when you go in for your interview that you are friendly with everyone, and that you have some small talk that you could engage in, say with the receptionist or someone, to kind of start building that bond. And then also what you want to make sure that you do is you want to make sure and have some notes for some questions that you would like to ask the interviewer, as in all interviews, and make sure that you have some very strong responses to the questions that you think that they most likely will ask, and also plan your reaction to any strange or seemingly strange requests that you may get during a job interview, because some interviewers will test you to see if you're on your P's and Q's. So if you get asked a question that is that could on its face sound discriminatory, that manager could be testing you to see if you know what types of questions should be asked in a job interview and what types of questions should not be asked. So just always remember that an interview is a test. Well, Workplace Warriors, this Friday night I'm a little tired, so this, and I'm sure you can tell, this content is going to be posted shortly. I'm sorry that it is a little bit shorter than some of the others, but I hope you got great value out of it, and I look so forward to seeing you all in another video tomorrow. I'll be dropping some more content on tomorrow, and my goal is to give you everything that you need to land your ideal job. So come back often for other videos, or Friday morning lives at 7 a.m. on my YouTube channel, HR by Nnamtique 167. I would love to have you there. And until next time, until another video or another live, or my free training. I have some free training offering free job search readiness training via Zoom on March 5th. Registration is required, so I have the link. I'll have the link in the description of the video, so that you can click on it and you can register, pre-register, so that I'll be able to control if anybody tries to hijack our meeting. I'll know who my people are, and we'll make other plans so that you can either, if you can't attend during that time, then during the first session, then attend during another time, because I'm going to have some other dates coming up very, very soon. But I look so forward to seeing you on March 5th. And with that, I wish you career success, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.